Hey, I look motherfucking good if I don't say so, my motherfucking self. Oh, stop letting that man use your car, sis. Make him strip for some bus tokens. Hello, I'm Kian, and here's Green Phillip. We're back again with another video, and today we're talking about raising your standards because I have a lot to say.
Mama, but I treat him like a kid. Yeah, every time he come around, he got me acting like a kid.
I never like to really speak on things that I don't know about or even kind of experience in any type of way, shape, or form. And I know firsthand how it is to date someone and have very low standards. My standards were low, like beneath the earth's crust. Like, my bar is so fucking low, Satan can attach a swing to it and he will still have to put his feet up. It was low. So if you're gonna listen to anyone, listen to me because I know how it feels. But we're gonna change that. So I'm going to give you the signals and signs that your standards is low and the person that you're messing with sucks and you need to leave them. Number one, they don't give you any attention. Like, you're texting them and they're like either giving you one-word answers or they're replying really late or a day later. Or sometimes I kind of take it easy on like the whole texting situation. People make time for people and things that they care about. So they're going to take some time out of their day to text you back or either tell you, hey, I'm busy. I'll hit you up later. Maybe we can FaceTime or something. If they care, they will show that they care. Also, like, they don't give you attention. Like I said before, since it's like the new age and like technology is everything, but like I try to take things like this with a grain of salt. But when you go out to eat or you guys are out and he's constantly on his phone or like on his like talking to someone or texting the whole time or like on social media the whole time, like, bro, we have all day long to be on social media. Why are you on it now? Like, and maybe like you start telling them a story and they're only halfway listening and they're not really being engaged into what you're talking about and are just like, whatever, dude, are you ready to go back home? Are you ready to go back home? They don't tell you you smell good. I think this is just a me thing because I feel like when I'm with a partner, I take my time for you. I took my time to put myself together, make myself look cute, put on perfume, shave my legs. You're not going to tell me I look good or tell me I smell good. That's a big thing for me when I put on perfume because I'm not a super big perfume person to begin with. So if I go on my way and I'm putting perfume on to try to just be extra feminine and extra sexy and you don't say anything, oh, honey, bye. My love language is compliments and hugs and firm grasp. And if you're not giving me none of that, number two, you feel worse after seeing them. People will use you and you would know. You would know. We have intuition. I feel like a lot of us get kind of blinded. We kind of get blinded of like who we want that person to be and how we see the person in their, like, in our eyes. And it's just all a facade. Back in the day, I was messing with a guy and we will hang out. And when I left, I felt robbed. Do y'all just ever feel robbed of your time, energy, body, effort, soul, money, anything? I remember I went to his house one day. He had like tons of roommates. And he told me like, oh, my roommates kind of suck. Or, they took my towels and they threw them away. And I was like, oh, okay. So on his birthday, I bought him his favorite movie and I got him some nice fluffy towels. I came back the next week and the towels are on the ground with the tag still on it. I knew that he just did not give a about me, and I think he probably told me in a nice way that he didn't care about me, but I was just so blind to the fact and I just wanted him to be mine so bad. But my intuition did tell me that he was using me because I felt empty after I met him. So don't be me. Don't feel empty. If you feel empty after you see them, they're most likely not in your standard range, not who you need to be with. Dump them. Your standards are set too low if the person that you're with is abusive. Anybody. I don't care if you have nothing to offer anyone. If the person that you're with is beating you up, you do not deserve that. No one does. Absolutely no one. If the person that you're with doesn't beat you up but beats animals up, leave them. They're weird. They're weirdos. They like to hurt. people because they're hurt deep down inside and they need to figure out some things. They're way too low. They on that bar with Satan down there. They down there. Leave them alone. And some people, I believe, they romanticize that kind of relationship. Like, oh yeah, we just play around. We fight each other sometimes. It's sexy. We get over it. No, it's not. You are not Harley Quinn and Joker. And that sad relationship was very devastating. It was just so romanticized upon to just be not cared about. I realized that I liked Harley Quinn with Poison Ivy much better than I liked it with the Joker. So it was much more sexy. Next, number 4, you do not share the same values. Okay, so how can I put this? So when you're in a relationship, I feel like your values should kind of co-align or coincide. They don't have to be the exact same thing. You guys don't have to have the exact same values and interests and all these things like that, but they kind of have to be together in a way. Let me give you an example. So if you're a go-getter and a pusher and you like to go out there and get the things that you need and you're very hardworking and you're kind of just on the grind, you're going to work, you have your side hustle, you work out, you eat right, you're not gonna really, if you date a person who isn't kind of doing the same thing or something in that realm, you're probably setting your standards too low because you're not gonna continue to be the best person you can be if you have another person below you kind of bringing you down. Like, they're not really goal-oriented or driven. They're kind of just moping around. You're just kind of lugging them around with you. I mean, there's nothing wrong with people who aren't really goal-driven and don't want to do certain things. But if you're looking for a partner, you need to find somebody whose core values align with yours in a way. Because in my experience, I've dated someone who wasn't really goal-driven or goal-oriented. He didn't really want to do anything. And I always found myself getting into arguments with him, or we always kind of tussle because he just didn't care as much as I did. And I thought it was like the end of the world. Like, why don't you care? You need to care. Like, I'm sitting here spending extra time, extra energy getting him to care about something he didn't care about and was never going to care about and probably still doesn't care about to this day. So yes, you know that somebody is low under your standards if literally you have to drag them up from the ground to do something. Get rid of them. Bye. Okay, number 5. A number 5 reason to know if somebody is not to your standards is if you're bored. Let me do this in a nice way too. Like I said, you don't have to have the same hobbies and interests, but they have to align in some way, shape, or form. We are humans and we need some type of stimulation. Whatever that stimulation is from you, you need it. Whether it's like stimulation from conversation, stimulation from going out, stimulation from like touching, hugging, or whatever your love language is. Like, we need some excitement. And some people need to be open to experiences. And that's the type of people who get a lot of partners, or people who open to experiences because they never get bored. So if you're with a partner and you're the type of person who likes to go out and do things and go out to clubs or parties or museums or the library or anything, like go out on short trips, go for long drives, and the other person just kind of wants to sit on the couch, I think your standards are a little bit more higher than that other person's. So what we're going to have to do is find somebody who's into rock climbing or something, because you're going to continue to be bored. I remember once I dated a guy. I've dated a lot of guys. I have lots of experience with lots of different people. So anyways, I remember I dated a guy and he was heavily into Star Wars and video games, which is not a big deal. I kind of like video games. There was nothing wrong with his interest. It was okay, but we never did anything or talked about anything that I cared about in a way. He was so grounded in his interest and so interested in always talking about it. I feel like it kind of overflowed, like over whatever my interest was. So every time I would try to like, hey, you know, let's do this instead, he'll just be like, no, I don't want to do it. And a million excuses and reasons why I don't want to do it. No, we can just do something else that I want to do. And I was just like, okay. So what ended up happening was I wasn't stimulated by him. I got really bored and I dumped him. The 6th way to know if a person is under your standards is if you cannot be yourself. Kind of co-aligning with what I said earlier, I think that's the word. kind of going with what I said earlier, we don't have to have like the same hobbies and interests, but if you don't have room to be yourself, why are you there? If that person doesn't let you express your interest and the things that just make you shine and sparkle, why are you there? Or if they put you down when you say you're interested in a certain thing, like when people like anime. I don't really like anime like that, but if I were to get a partner that liked anime, I'm not gonna shoot him down or be like, wow, that really sucks. I don't want to go see Demon Slayer in the theaters. That's so boring. You do that when you're by yourself. Like, no. I'm allowing you to be yourself. I'm going to try to take interest in what you're interested in, but at the end of the day, those are your interests, but I'm going to still let you enjoy that and just totally be yourself. If the person doesn't let you be who you are, then it's high time to leave, because you're going to be happier without that person anyway. 7th way to know if a person is underneath your standards is if you've quickly got into the relationship with them. This is kind of like a slippery slope in a way, but when you're just hopping from relationship to relationship to relationship, are you really taking into account everything that this person is and all the attributes and characteristics that this person has, or you're just there because you're lonely? I feel like that can easily land you in a situation that's not good for you. You didn't give yourself a chance to heal from the dumpster fire you just started 3 weeks ago. Why are you trying to build a garden around it? Let the fire go out first. If you see yourself just falling for any little okie doke that walks down the street just because he gave you a smile and a hug, that's not your fairy tale person. It's just you're lonely. Number 8, they are clearly out of your lane. Going back to letting niggas borrow your car. I'm really talking to like a lot of females on this too, because I feel like a lot of females find themselves in situations where they are taking care of a coddled child. They are taking care of somebody's son. Like, a lot of these moms coddled their kids, and they have left them out to these other women, and they expect those women to also coddle their son. I'm not coddling nobody. No, I don't want to make you lunch. Well, if we're dating, like if you my husband, okay. And if you can hold your own and you doing what you need to do, yeah, I'll make you lunch. But if you are not putting anything on the table, you don't have like no job, or you're not having no money, or you're not trying to get no money, and you're just kind of looking for me, baby, can I have some money? No, we're not doing that. And that person's totally out your lane. Stop. If y'all wear the same shoe size and he borrowing your shoes, or he flexing with your money on the gram, or he's putting your douce in the air like he bought it, I'm never gonna forget you drank my fucking douce. Leave him alone. I've had plenty of guys where I'm just like, hey, I'll take you out to eat. Hey, I'll take you out to lunch. Hey, I'll bring some lunch to your job. Hey, it's just doing too much for absolutely nothing. Oh. If you're a boss bee and you're making boss bee moves, and the person that you're with just wants to be a slumpy, dumpy slump potato, it's time to go. Run away before they track your location. Turn your location off, block them, and park in front of Ruth Chris. They'll never find you there. The 9th way to know is just if you know. If your friends and your family are telling you that you can do better, and you feel like you can do better, you just sitting across from them at the dinner table just looking at them, I can do better, then I think you know. Work on yourself, become the best you, and then find somebody who's the best them. That's what's gonna make it work. Yeah, so take it from me, a person who has lots of experience in doing the wrong thing and setting my standards too low and wasting a lot of time. I have grown out. I am a butterfly. But yeah, that's all I have for you today. My videos are pretty nice and short. If you like my content, like, share, subscribe to my channel. I'll be posting videos every week, maybe even more. If I feel like it, me and Green Phillip will be here waiting for you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.